Yeah, it's been a while since we've been here. It's just good to have a little reset at home, and even a few days I think goes a long way with this month. It's away game heavy, so yeah, we're happy to be here for a couple days.
Last home game was December 20th. You're not going to play another until January 22nd. 6 straight games on the road. What's the most taxing part about being on the road?
Definitely, being a Western team, the travel. It's a long travel with the time change, so it's just learning how to manage that. And I think we have a great team that helps us through the transition back and forth. But I think the more practice we get, the better we get at it. So yeah, just managing the travel.
How tiring is it? What's the most tiring part?
The most tiring part? I mean, hockey can be tiring. Yeah, I feel like it's all part of pro hockey. So you just kind of learn how to feel optimal when you need to play and be ready to go when games come around. And it's all about mindset. Even if you're feeling tired, you find a way.
Emirates 10 games into the season. Where do you feel this team's at?
Yeah, I think we're growing, we're evolving. I think our last few games we haven't strung together 60 minutes yet, but we're getting closer and closer. I think that we need to have better starts. That's a big point of attention for us. But I think that we're showing a lot of character in our games. And even when we're down, we're still battling and coming close to getting back in the games. And even last game, obviously coming back in the third was huge. So we're refining a lot of details of our game, but people are still learning to play with one another. It is 10 games into the season, but other teams have had some people have had a couple seasons playing together. So just learning how to play with each other.
The momentum that you can take from a win against a top team in the league, what can that do for you moving forward here?
Yeah, I think winning while playing the right way is super rewarding. I think that, we had a tough start to the game against Boston, but the second and third periods were great responses. And I think, when you're rewarded for playing the right way, then we know what we need to do next time, right? So, obviously coming away with 3 points from that game and against Boston, who's obviously been great this season so far, gives us great confidence.
One more for me. Jen Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen from her this season and as you've played with her in the national group?
I mean, first and foremost, she's an incredible human. She shows up at the rink every single day with a smile on her face. She's super consistent, and her work ethic is incredible. She's someone we call a lifer. She just loves the game. You have to claw her off the ice. She'll practice for hours and hours. So that says a lot about her. She just loves the game, wants to grow it, and she's obviously incredibly skilled, a fast player. And it's pretty incredible just to know that she's so young in this league. And so I'm excited to see where her career goes.
How's the road been so far? Because you still got another couple weeks to go.
Yeah, I mean, the travel is definitely a challenge, but I think at the same time, heading out on road trips is it's a ton of fun. It's a unique experience where we get to spend even more time together, getting to know each other, going out for meals on the road. So I think as challenging sometimes as the travel is on the body, I think there's some positives to it as well.
Has the excitement of being part of 2 takeover games maybe helped a little bit of that as well?
Yeah, for sure. It's always fun to go to a new city. Had never really been to Detroit, so it's fun to kind of get out and explore and see new places for sure.
It was nice to see the offensive explosion in that third period. Goals have been tough to come by. How come?
Yeah, I think it's the hardest thing to do in hockey for sure is to score, and I think a new team, new players. It's just kind of finding that chemistry, giving things a chance and some time, but also there's a ton of combinations that are possible with a team like this, a roster like this. So I think just a combination of those things. But it was nice to see us battling back in that game. I think showed a lot of character, and hopefully we'll just try to keep it rolling.
How would you assess where this team's at 10 games in?
Yeah, I think a work in progress, continuing to build each and every day. I think that should be the goal, just continuing to get better from here. But I think it's been a learning curve, and we're definitely not satisfied with where we're at all. But I think that's the exciting part about being on a team is continuing to work and not being satisfied.
What you talked about scoring being the hardest thing to do in this league. Is it a question of finding that right chemistry and right combinations, or is there something else that you guys?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that, but ultimately, I think it's getting to the interior interior of the ice, getting to the difficult areas, getting inside the opponent, you know, all the things that are difficult to do. It's hard work, and I think that's, you know, we need to continue to do more of that. You know, can't stay on the perimeter in this league. That's not where goals are scored.
I'm looking forward to Friday's announcement. Are you know, where's your mindset at with that?
Yeah, I think you know, I'm in a bit of a different position with kind of everything that's been going on. So not thinking about that too much at all.
Do you have an answer from the PWHL yet?
I'm not going to comment on that. Thanks.
Congratulations on being named a 5-time Olympian. It's quite the accomplishment. What does it mean to you?
It means everything. I think I can speak for any women's hockey player. You know, that's kind of something. It's a highlight for us, and it's something to be extremely proud of. And I would never imagine me being here going to my 5th.
How has it changed the Olympics over the years?
Well, I think obviously the role in the team, and kind of like I'm embracing the last couple of years of my career to kind of like help my teammates also to get the best out of themselves and kind of support them on their journey, but also just like where we're at in women's hockey at the level. It's amazing to see how talented, you know, a lot of the young players are now, and just where we have raised the level to be right now. So it's good hockey. It's great hockey. I think when I started, you know, it was like semi-professional, and it was good, but it wasn't great. And I think now it's great.
Are you experiencing more of the Olympics the more that you've gone? You know, like, tell me about your first one, and then your second, your third, your fourth. Did you do different things? Did you experience the athletes' village more?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, there have been circumstances that have been a little bit different from every year. So obviously, you know, I think here in Canada we were very free to do things, and circumstances has come after that has kind of like made us a little bit more trapped, if you can say it like that. But obviously, I think for me, I'm more present. I would say I kind of try to enjoy every single moment a little bit more in a way. When we're younger, you know, it goes fast, and you know, blink of an eye, it's over. So you really try to like sometimes, you know, stop and actually take in what's happening.
You've got some teammates here in Vancouver who might be going for their first Olympics.
Yeah.
What do you guys say to them? Any advice about taking in your first Olympics?
I would say, you know, nowadays maybe, you know, take some pictures, but then put away the phone, enjoy it, be present. You know, it's the cool thing to talk to other athletes and enjoy the moment and go maybe see other sports and things like that. But don't get caught up, you know, stay in the real world in a way.
How humbling is it, though, to be a part of an Olympics that is watched by everybody around the globe? Like, there's nothing global like the Olympics, and you get to be a part of that.
I think, you know, I think it's something very beautiful, and I think, you know, it's something the world needs. It needs something where you can gather every culture in the world and enjoy and kind of compete against each other and be gathered to kind of be great together and not fight against each other. So I think in that sense, you know, it's a little bit light in the dark in the way the world looks right now.
Well said. This team has struggled scoring goals. It was nice to see the goals scored on the weekend. Why do you think this team has struggled offensively?
I think, you know, we're very talented players, and you know, it's obviously it's a little bit of I don't like to make excuses, but obviously we're a new team, and you know, a lot of other teams already had chemistry, had like systems in place. So I think for us, we just needed to get caught up a little bit. But I think also like the struggle might be something that will be our strength in the end of the season. And obviously now we have a new year, and we kind of have a streak. You know, nobody has beaten us in 2026, so we will live up that as long as we can. So hopefully we can keep it going.
How taxing has it been spending all this time on the road? I mean, your last home game here was December 20th. You're not going to play another until January 22nd. That's well over a month. What's been the most toughest part about it?
I think it's the way you see it. I think, you know, it's also been an advantage. We have gotten to know each other really well in a very like short amount of time. So I like to see on the bright side, but obviously time changes and traveling and actually getting these practices we need as a team to get a system in order is probably the main thing that's been difficult for us.
Michelle, the team has played in Edmonton. We were just in Detroit. Quebec City's coming up. How have you found the takeover tour, the crowds, the atmosphere, and the facilities?
Amazing. I think mainly, you know, to see the young girls in these takeover tours. They don't have the chance every single day to come see, you know, women's hockey. So
being able to give them that opportunity to come and see hockey on such a great level and kind of give them that dream, it's something very special.
The league loves expansion.
Yeah.
Do you feel the timing is right to expand to 2 to 4 teams going forward? Is there enough talent in the league to support that in infrastructure, arenas, practice facilities?
I probably wouldn't be the best person to ask about all the practical questions, so I think I would leave that with for someone else. But obviously, talent-wise, I know there's a lot of European talent that hasn't come over here yet. So it's definitely, I think it would be interesting to see if they go for 2 or 4. I think it depends how everything has went this year, but there's a lot of talent in Europe for sure.
Where would you put a team?
Oh, that's hard. That's a hard question. I was asking some of the other girls now. I haven't been that many places, but yeah, I don't know. I think we had a great time in Edmonton. Detroit was great too, So I think the places we have been, there's been a good turnout. So.
How would you assess your own game so far over the first 10 games, and what has been the biggest surprise for you in terms of adjusting to the PWHL?
I would say for myself, I'm always like the hardest on myself, and I'm definitely not happy where I am right now. And but you also kind of need to embrace these like ups and downs in your career in the season. And for me, I just want to do the very best I can for the team to succeed, And but I definitely feel like I have more to come, and I think it's just like small details, It's just a quick hockey here, and sometimes it's not always so fancy. It's more like just kind of like doing the little things right.